everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be reacting to, doing like a breakdown and everything about the new Outlast Trials update that's coming out called Project Relapse, aka Outlast Trials Season 3. I'm really excited for this. So here's the deal. I missed doing a video on the trailer. I wasn't around like my setup at the time, so I wasn't able to actually like record my reaction of the trailer. So obviously, as you can see here, the trailer's up here. We're going to go through it. I'll say my thoughts about it and stuff. And we have the Murkoff Memoradium things that we can go over too that I usually do in shorts. We're just going to make this a long form video of how I feel about this update so far, how it's looking so far, since it's kind of too late to do shorts now, and I also missed the trailer. So this is going to kind of be a different video of like a breakdown of everything combined. So no shorts, no trailer reactions, kind of like everything combined and how I'm feeling about it. And this will probably be the last video until the new update. So let's just get started here. Of course, we have the trailer that came out. This is a cinematic trailer, so it's not going to have actual gameplay like the new map and all that. But this is a cinematic trailer that's showing what's going on here. So basically, the entire theme of this update is Project Relapse, and how basically Amelia's thing worked, but now she was captured, and now like rebirths are shut down and all that. And basically, I'll go over like the things. Let's just watch this real quick. I'm not going to just like watch it fully through. I'm going to like pause around and stuff. So as you can see here,
I give you everything. I take care of you. I nurture you.
Okay,
and you try to leave me.
No, Eastman's, remember, he's going crazy. That's why his voice lines in this trailer are a little wonky, because if you guys don't follow the lore, basically when this whole Amelia, like, you know, everyone escaping things happening, Easterman, like, basically locked himself in his room, covered in pee and blood and stuff. Basically, he's, like, going crazy. They busted into his room, and they, you know, calmed him down, put him in a hospital bed, and, because they need to go into his office to shut down the shuttle system or whatever. Yeah, that's
nobody's leaving.
Yeah.
No more release.
Rebirths are shut down.
No more rebirth.
Obviously,
I'm trying to believe it's not your fault.
They replace Relapse or something like that. Yeah, Amelia. So this actually happens. I'll go over the comics too. But Amelia basically kills Clyde, which you guys, people who don't pay attention to the lore, this has nothing to do with you, I guess. But yeah, a lore person basically died. Their name's Clyde, and yeah, they were trying to capture Amelia, but then he stepped on a blind mine, and then Amelia hit him with a brick. He fell on the shuttle tracks, and he was run over. And he was ran over by the shuttle, and I'm pretty sure there's not Henrietta, Eastman at the end, and basically he's gonna leave them to die. Hopefully that's not to an enemy though.
Impressionable people make unfortunate friends.
Yeah, so she's gonna be tied up in the sleeper.
But she won't be a problem any longer.
As you'll see here.
You want freedom?
Yeah,
this is what freedom looks like. You want peace?
Yeah, sorry, chicken nugget. And then here we have no more rebirth. So this is going to be basically, Amelia is basically going to be blocking the rebirth. We already knew rebirth is going to be shut down. It's going to be replaced by Relapse, which basically, they're upping the max player level to 100 or whatever, and you'll be able to like prestige at 100. So then there's like a prestige system, which is fine in theory. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it right now. It is a little wonky, I'm not going to lie. Because how are they going to bring back rebirths with this system? I guess they technically could. I don't know. We're going to have to see what they do with the rebirth system.
This is peace.
Yeah, and then we have custom trials, which is looking cool, as you can see right here. So you have like different like sections of riders. I don't know if you can only choose one from each, or is it just putting them into sections. And as you can see back here, which some people aren't the biggest fan of, I'm pretty sure, is if you go here, you can only have 6 riders. And obviously the trial that you're selecting, which is fine. That's fine. But I don't know. I feel like they should have upped it to 8 or 10. I think that would have been the fair thing. So obviously if it was infinite, I don't know how well that would have worked. But 6 kind of does seem too little. I hope in the future or whatever they up it to like 8 or 10. That'd be good.
You want control? I'll even give you control, but I'm gonna need you to
can you actually play with more than 6 riders, like an escalation? I don't know.
Admit that you don't want to leave me.
And then we have the censored mode, which is my favorite, maybe not the favorite, but yeah, censored mode is gonna be cool. I'm gonna be probably doing that in most of my videos, so thank you for that. quite
These
amazing.
specific pleasures.
Like right now, I want to censor
It's
this
comforting
trailer.
instruction.
Thank you. I don't have to
Addicts
censor this trailer.
don't want to let go.
And I don't know what's going on here. So this is like sus, man, bro. He got some pants on now. That's pretty cool and all. I don't think this is censored mode though, because everything that we've seen so far is a filter over it, whether it be like an emoji, whether it be like you know, pixelation, or whether it be just any sort of thing. It never changes the model like this. So my theory is this is just another Big Grunt skin, which is cool. I actually hope this is another Big Grunt skin. If you guys want to know what this Big Grunt is, this is the Big Grunt from the original Outlast Trials trailer. I'll show it right here. Basically right here, this is like the original version of Sussman. As you can see, he has pants on, and he has like the stuff coming out of his head like that. So this seems to be the original model for Sussman. Or at least like a remake of it. Cool. I'm hoping this is just another skin, because if it's just censored mode, it's going to be a little weird. But if this is actually just a whole new skin, it's pretty cool. How it's like the classic Big Grunt, actually. It's like the most classic of classic Big Grunts is coming to the game, basically. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. So here's the...
What addicts want, what you
got
want,
that. This is amazing. Here
is relapse.
So I'm assuming this is what happens in Prestige. I don't know if this is going to be a fully fledged thing. I don't know if this is going to be exactly. It is going to be a little disappointing if they remove rebirths, and instead you get to your max level, you click relapse, and this cutscene plays, and you're back at 1. That's fine and all, but I don't think that's the greatest thing ever. We'll see how this goes. I'm assuming that's going to be a cutscene in game when that happens, you know, when you relapse and whatever. So really cool, interesting theme of the update. So technically Amelia won, but not fully. So now we're going to go over to the memoradium things. We'll check those out. I actually haven't seen the newest one, which came out today. This is the second one. I think this is probably the last one they'll do. That's why I want to do it now. They could have a third one. I just won't be covering it. So the like title for like this like memoradium thing, it says like the Jagger, or however you say it. Henrietta's basically being renamed to some word. I don't know how to really pronounce this, so I'm not gonna try that much. That's basically gonna be our new name. She's gonna be some like Big Grunt that can't be stunned and like tracks down one player and always knows where they are. That's interesting. But yeah, it's just talking about how they like track down the players and stuff. Let's see. I've never seen this. Oh. Hide, you can't hide. That was a lot. April 22nd, obviously, the Jaeger, whatever you want to call it. That's cool. That show kind of a lot, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like it when they show a lot. I'm trying to avoid a lot of spoilers of what the map looks like, and this crapped on it. For one, suburbs is looking cool. No fog, that's always a plus for me. So as you can see in this shot right here, I don't know exactly where they are, but I'm assuming they're coming out of the elevator. Candidate for the Jaeger initiative salvaged from biohazard disposal. Yeah. So they're hiding behind a car here. And then, as you can see right there, like the map lighting is weird. It's like very like fiery, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
Like it seems like the entire place is burning down. So that's interesting. And then I think you're in a junkyard here. I'm assuming that's what this is. Like there's a broken car here. There's tires. And yeah, I think this is a junkyard, I guess. I'm assuming this is where you start. There's a clock tower. And I'm assuming that's where we're supposed to be going. It's like the entrance, I guess. Yeah, the Jagger tracks the target. Unrelenting. Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Their face is really cool. They're looking nice. So obviously after this, yeah, this is looking cool. And then we have another shot here. It's kind of hard to tell what all these areas are, but yeah, they're coming out of the elevator. There's some electricity on them, fire. Everything's like going crazy in this. Alright, so then they're being picked up. Alright, cool. So you got some cool shots of the map. This is all I kind of want to see of the map. I don't want to see any more. All we see is like the map is like burning or something, which is cool. I like the lighting so far on the map. We'll see how it goes, but it's looking pretty nice. So that was that one. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the last one we're going to be looking at. This one I've already seen before, so let's just see. Oh, wait, what? Never mind. I lied, this is the right one. I just got confused. So, yeah, this one doesn't show much. It's basically just saying this is shut down, like the entire escape. And then it just shows a shot right here. Yet again, you have, like, this entire burning thing, which I really like. I really like that. And then, so they come out of the shuttle, I mean, like, the elevator there. And also radio. And then we have another shot of them here. Alright, this is cool and all. I'm going to go into Outlast Trials itself, and I'm going to talk about how I feel about this update. I'm just going to go over everything. See how I'm going to do that real quick. Right off the bat, I just want to say that so far it seems like this update's going to be better than Season 2. Because I was a little worried that Season 3 was to be the greatest, because for one, they haven't teased it much. And I was just kind of worried in general. Okay? Because, number one, like, it was like a week before the update. They haven't really said much about it, just besides the base things that are be coming to it. And then also, it took them like it was like 5 days away from the update when they started teasing it. So I was a little worried. But now I actually think it's going to be way better than Season 2. Because Season 2 is fine and all, but like, the new map was basically the main thing. Like, the entire breach thing that they were teasing was going to come in a later update, which ended up being under surveillance, basically. So basically, literally the only, like, the biggest thing of the update was the map. This time, I mean, for me, the maps are always the biggest part of the update for me, because I love the new maps. Those are the things I'm looking forward to the most. But I mean, like, you know, Project Blue Power had Franco besides the new map, and also Escalation, and obviously the entire, like, game renovation. So that was, like, already a big update, so Season 2 is kind of underwhelming. So far, Season 3 is going to be as good or better than Season 1, I think. Let's talk about the new map first. Suburbs looking great. I was worried because, like, I'm not gonna lie, downtown's aesthetics are cool and all. The fog really makes it worse for me, I'm not gonna lie. So far, I love the lighting of the map, and I really like how it's looking so far. The whole, like, burning theme of it, like, everything's, like, very, like burning and, like, I don't know how to really describe it. You saw it. It looks cool. I like that a lot. Based off of gameplay, I haven't seen much of it. I know there's been, like, promotional pictures I've been trying to avoid looking at. That's been a little bit difficult. But so far, the only thing I really know is there might be radios that you do in it. That's all we really know so far, just from one of their teasers. There might be radios that you do in it, which is fine and all. I do hope this map does have some, like, unique stuff in it. Because I'm not going to lie, Pleasure the Prosecutor, the only thing they added, really, was just the capture protocol rooms. Because, I mean, at least Toy Factory added, like, the alarm doors and stuff. But Pleasure the Prosecutor literally just added that, or Downtown, whatever you call it. So I'm really hoping this map is pretty spicy. I have high hopes, okay? Every single time I see new stuff about Suburbs, my hopes are going up for the map. I think it's definitely going to be better than Downtown. Competing with Docks is going to be hard, but we'll see how this map goes. I have hope for this map being really good compared to, like, Downtown and stuff. Obviously, I don't really know much about the MK challenges. We're going to have to see how that plays out. I'm trying to think of what else I want to talk about. Yeah, so the new map's cool and all, but the main thing of the update is, like, the Trial Maker thing. And the Trial Maker thing's, like, cool and all. Obviously, it's not the main part of the update for me, just because I'm just mainly about, like, new maps and stuff. I know a lot of people, like, you know, like Escalation and all that, but for me, I mean, I think it's going to be cool and all. I think we could do interesting things with it. I do feel like they should up the amount of varieties you can put on the things, but that's all cool and all. That makes up for Season 2's you know, like, missing, like, big game mode or whatever that, like, Season 1 had, so definitely fills up the season a little bit. Also, you got the new enemy, which I definitely think is going to be better than Pitcher. Pitcher was cool and all, but Pitcher just, even at first and now, he isn't the most threatening and not the most game-changing. This Jaeger, however you pronounce it thing, this, you know, basically Henrietta Chicken Nugget, you know, obviously, it seems really promising so far, I'm not even gonna lie. Because basically, based off of what I've seen, they come out of the elevator, sadly, so it's not a roaming enemy like I've been hoping. I've been really hoping that they're gonna add, like, another roaming enemy instead of ones that come out of elevators. But it seems like they come out of the elevators, and they hunt down one player and one player only. Based off of what we've seen, they always know you are. So you can't hide, just like what it showed. Cool. and you basically it 100% knows where you are all the time, so you got to keep moving. I don't know how fast it is, because I'm assuming, even though Henrietta is like normal speed, we'll see how it goes though. And I'm pretty sure another thing about them is they cannot be stunned, they cannot be hit with bricks. Basically, they're invincible to basically everything. So they're basically like a nemesis type enemy, which is cool. I think they could definitely be one of the best enemies in the game if they play it right. Like if it's like a thing where they barely like last long, I don't know. We'll have to see how they play out. If they play it right, I think that this could be one of the best enemies in the game. Okay, Chicken Nuggets getting a good renovation, I'm not gonna lie, and obviously they look amazing too. So overall, I'm really excited for the enemy, and I think they could really compete with being 100% better than Pitcher. It's just if they do it right. Like they seem cool so far, but they could, you know, make them like kind of weak, kind of like how Pitcher is. But we'll see how that goes. And obviously, the other main thing is the prestiging system, which I'm not even gonna really comment on it right now. I'll have to see it for myself. Basically, I'm assuming Amelia's gonna be like right up there, and we won't be able to go through. If it's really, because like you're taking out an entire trial and replacing it with nothing, basically. So I'm assuming the relapse thing's basically a cutscene. I could be wrong on that, but we'll have to see. And obviously, they're also removing the escape, and the whole prestiging system, like it removes all your upgrades. I'm pretty sure. Guys, you can like tell me in the comments if I'm like having any misinformation or I'm missing something or there's like things I didn't talk about, because I have been trying to avoid a lot of you know, spoilers and stuff. So just I take everything with a grain of salt that I said, and you know, comment on anything that I say wrong or whatever. But I don't know, the prestiging system's a little worrying. I'm not gonna comment much about it, like I said, just because I don't know how it's exactly gonna work. But I'm a little worried about that part. I guess this can serve as like the big renovation that like Season 1 had. I'm trying to compare like how big Season 1, 2, and now 3 is. Obviously there's going to be like a deluxe catalog that we don't know about. And there's going to be a new event, which I'm pretty sure they've said before that the new event's going to be about Henrietta, aka, you know, the Jaeger thing. I'm assuming it's probably going to be like they don't just keep coming out of the, you know, shuttle like the elevators. They don't keep coming out of it. They basically come out, stay out for the whole trial. I'm assuming that's what that means. 100% could be wrong. I'm just saying that seems like that's probably what it'll be like. Because like, what else would it really be if it's an event about them? It's gonna be a new DLC, I'm pretty sure, which is always cool. And the censored mode seems really interesting, and I'm excited to see what it is. I don't know if that big grunt thing is the censored mode or not. I'm really hoping it's not censored mode, and anyone can see him, because that'd be pretty cool, and that, you know, gives us a new, you know, like enemy to look at basically. So that's always really good. So if he's honestly not part of censored mode, I'm gonna be really happy. And censored mode is just gonna be cool overall. I might not play it I might not play it with censored mode at first, just because like it's the new trial, and I kind of just want to like see it for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of just want to, like, hit the full experience. I know that sounds sick, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, like, if there's, like, a giant sensor bar over, like, something that's happening, I kind of want to see what's going on, you know what I mean? I'll just probably play it without until, we, like, play through the full trial. I'm trying to look. Censored setting. Oh yeah, apparently you can save in escalation now. It definitely grows my appeal to escalation now that you can save and quit. I'm pretty sure I saw that you can do now. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, definitely making escalation better. I know people are really unhappy what they did with the escalation, and I think it was under surveillance, or is it Season 2? I don't know. But people are unhappy with what they did to escalation. So hopefully they change that, I guess. Because, I mean, I really don't care about escalation that much, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm pretty sure it's basically the majority of what we know about the update, which is cool. I definitely think it's competing with Season 1, because obviously Season 2 is just less big compared to Season 1. But see, it's really competing with Season 1 in terms of how big the update is. It seems really cool so far. New map seems like it could be literally one of the best maps in the game. I'm not gonna lie, based off of how it's looking, I love it so far. Because I really wasn't a fan of like the fog aesthetic. It just kind of makes everything seem black. But like the whole the whole saturation, like the whole saturated like fire like theme of the map, I really like. I'm really hoping there's like maybe fire that can damage you. I don't know. I'm just hoping that the map doesn't feel so, I don't know, like not a lot of new stuff, just like how Plush of the Prosecutor felt. Because like I liked the map at first, you know, it's cool and all. But the only real new thing that they had was just the, you know, capture zone. So I'm really hoping this map does have some, like if they have like at least 1 or 2 new objectives, and not just objectives, like the alarm doors on Toy Factory, or just a new like fire around the map that can damage you. Things like that, I think, could really make this map interesting. We'll see how that plays out, but I'm really excited for that. I guess I can go over the comic real quick before I end off the video. So as you can see, I have the comic right here. So yeah, Clyde was like looking for Amelia and stuff. I just want to show off like what's going on here, because this is like pretty crazy to me. I'm really hoping, because I'll show you. Clyde's dead, okay? So he shoots her in the leg, says he killed like her boyfriend or whatever. He steps in a blind mine. And then she hits him with a brick, falls in the tracks. Here comes a shuttle. Runs him over, okay? Shuttle runs him over. Amelia ran. She was captured. What we saw in the, you know, trailer. He's laying there dead, or like dying. And then I'm assuming this is Easterman. I'm pretty sure. So he was like saying that he was trying to look for someone to blame for like this whole Amelia thing. I'm pretty sure they're gonna blame Scarfiati or whatever his name is. And then yeah, he's dead here. As you can see, he's nice and dead. And then yeah, you know, Easterman's saying that he's gonna keep Henrietta and make her like an example or whatever. But he's like here. I'm hoping he's gonna be an enemy that maybe doesn't have legs, because that would be a unique thing to this game, and to all the Outlast games actually. Because here's the thing, like I was expecting him to like, I don't know, just dying like this. You know what I mean? He was one of the main or like important people of you know, the comics and stuff. I mean, he was literally in every single comic capturing the prime assets, which that's another interesting thing. Who's gonna capture the next prime asset, or who is gonna like be like take that role? You know what I mean? Who's gonna, you know, take the role of like what he had? I'm hoping he is gonna be an enemy. I don't think he's gonna be a prime asset. I'm hoping he is gonna be an enemy in the future. That's just my hope. But that was surprising to see. Because I was like looking through the comic, I was like, he's dead, because I just got into the lore like within the past year or two of Outlast. So it was, you know, pretty interesting to see this happen, I'm not gonna lie. It is a little unfortunate. Obviously, he wasn't one of the best characters or anything in my opinion, but I thought he was a pretty interesting, and, you know, he was kind of important. He was like in like the motion comics too, hunting down Amelia, and I don't know, like just killing him off just like that. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess this is a good finale to this whole Amelia thing when she fails. Is he, you know, is a character that dies, but I still feel like they should bring him back as an enemy or something. Like, I don't know what he could do, but an enemy without legs could be pretty interesting, because obviously it's severed right here, obviously. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna end off the video right here. Not much else to really say. I just want to end off this video here. I felt like I should make at least one video on the teasers. You know, I kind of didn't even really want to make this video, but I feel like I should just like say my thoughts on how I think the update's gonna be. Overall, I think this could be better than Season 1. I think this could be the best update they've ever had. But the only problem is every single update is like, oh yeah, good content, but they could have crap changes, which is what happened with Under Surveillance. If they have good changes that don't make people unhappy, and all the content that they're bringing, like the enemy isn't underwhelming and easy, it's actually cool, hard, and unique and interesting like they're making it out to be. And the new map is looking really cool. I'm really hoping it's just kind of, you know, it's kind of like Pleasure the Prosecutor to me. Like, Pleasure the Prosecutor is fine and all, but I'm really hoping this one kind of spices it up a little bit and makes you know, me kind of be like, okay, this is actually really cool. So yeah, we'll see how that all plays out, but so far I have high hopes. I'm just hoping that they deliver with it, and I think it could be the best update they've ever had if they actually deliver this update and all the cool things that they've been teasing, you know, in terms of the new enemy, new map, everything. As long as that's not all disappointing, this could be definitely the best update in the game. It's just, I don't know, like, the new map in Henrietta is kind of making me nervous, because everything seems too good to be true, but we'll see how it goes, okay? I'll be there day one probably, you know, playing it, making videos on it, and I don't know if I have another memorability. I'm not going to make a short on it or anything. This is the last video to the new update, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I could be missing some things. Comment if I had any misinformation, or if it's like I'm trying to avoid spoilers, and comment if I missed anything. It would be very appreciated. yeah, I've been trying to avoid spoilers of the new map and stuff. It's just kind of been hard. Obviously, I just watched that, you know, short, so, I mean, or watched that Memoradium thing that kind of, you know, crapped on that. But at least I know that the map is at least going to be visually really good. I hope gameplay-wise. Not just how fun it is, also uniqueness and spice, we can call it. And this will probably be Franco's last map, because we already know Franco based off of, like, his picture. You probably saw him in the thumbnail. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out, but, man. Franco, come on, give me a good map. Franco, give me more amazing cutscenes from you for like a good finale cutscene, probably for a while from you. Please, Franco. Please and thank you. I can't wait for this update. I'm really hoping it's not going to be disappointing. I have high hopes for this update. Even though I kind of had worries for this update before the teasers, now I'm having really high hopes. And really nervous that my high hopes will be, you know, ruined. But we'll see how this plays out. Let me know what you guys think about this all in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys Season 3, Project Relapse. This update's gonna be pretty insane. And I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!